Listen up. The situation in the South China Sea is heating up fast, and the Philippines is right at the center of it. If you're curious about what's going on between China and the Philippines, how it might impact the region, and why the world is paying attention, this is the most important video you'll watch today. Stick with me, and let's break it all down. Before we get into it, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and smash that like button for more updates on the Asia-Pacific region. Escalating tensions. Tensions in the south. China Sea are escalating. The Philippines is no longer sitting on the sidelines. It's on high alert, with military and diplomatic strategies ramping up against what many see as growing aggression from China. With the Sabina Shoal standoff and the Philippines' bold moves in the disputed waters, it's clear that the region is headed for even greater uncertainty. So, what's next for the Philippines? How does it plan to navigate this tense situation, and what could this mean for the rest of the world? Background to the tensions. For years, the South China Sea has been a flashpoint in Asia. It's one of the world's most important maritime routes, with trillions of dollars in global trade passing through it annually. But it's not just about trade. This region is also rich in untapped natural resources like oil and gas, and its strategic importance makes it a hotbed for territorial disputes. China claims nearly the entire South China Sea through its infamous 9-dash line, a sweeping territorial claim rejected by international law. But it's not just China laying claim to the waters. Other nations, including Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, Taiwan, and, of course, the Philippines, all stake their claims as well. The Sabina Shoal standoff. One of the latest flashpoints in this dispute is the Sabina Shoal, located within the Philippines' Exclusive Economic Zone, EEZ. In recent months, the Philippines has faced a series of aggressive actions from Chinese vessels in this area, leading to tense naval encounters. Philippine Coast Guard ships have reported harassment by larger Chinese ships near Sabina Shoal. Despite Beijing's insistence that these waters belong to them, Manila is pushing back hard. In fact, the Philippines recently issued diplomatic protests and made it clear that they will continue patrolling and defending their maritime boundaries. The Sabina Shoal standoff symbolizes more than just a territorial spat. It's part of a larger geopolitical chess game, and the Philippines is playing a crucial role. Philippines' military response. The Philippines, while not as militarily powerful as China, is ramping up its defenses. Under President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., the country has adopted a tougher stance. The government has actively sought out partnerships, including strengthening ties with the United States, Japan, and Australia. The Philippines and the U.S. have a mutual defense treaty that dates back to 1951. This treaty ensures that if the Philippines is attacked, the U.S. is obligated to come to its defense. Recent joint military exercises between the two nations, including Balikatan, are sending a strong message to China. U.S. warships have also been seen patrolling near the disputed areas, showcasing Washington's commitment to defending its allies. Enhanced naval presence. The Philippine Navy and Coast Guard have increased patrols in the South China Sea, signaling they won't back down. Although their navy is much smaller compared to China's, these patrols are important for asserting the Philippines' sovereignty in its exclusive economic zone. Diplomatic efforts and international support. Beyond military measures, the Philippines has been active on the diplomatic front. Manila has filed multiple protests against China's actions in the South China Sea, particularly at the United Nations, calling out Beijing for violating international laws like the 2016 Permanent Court of Arbitration ruling, which favored the Philippines. ASEAN's role. The Philippines has also worked within the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, to garner support. Although ASEAN's response to the South China Sea disputes has been mixed, there are signs that regional solidarity is growing, particularly as more countries in the region face similar issues with China. Japan and Australia. Japan and Australia have also stepped up in support of the Philippines, offering military aid and conducting joint exercises to strengthen maritime defense capabilities. Japan, in particular, shares similar territorial disputes with China, making this alliance vital. So, what's next for the Philippines in the South China Sea? Here are a few scenarios that could unfold. Continued standoffs. The standoffs between Chinese and Philippine vessels will likely continue, but the Philippines is expected to stay firm. With international backing, they could hold their ground, but further provocations from China can't be ruled out. Potential international arbitration. The Philippines may push for more international involvement, possibly seeking another round of arbitration or more robust diplomatic actions. However, China has consistently rejected these rulings, making enforcement difficult. Greater U.S. military presence. We may see an increased U.S. military presence in the region. With President Marcos opening up more military bases for U.S. troops under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, the South China Sea could soon witness more frequent joint patrols and defense drills. Worsening relations with China. Unfortunately, if the tension doesn't cool down, relations between China and the Philippines could deteriorate further, with China potentially ramping up its naval presence or economic retaliation against Manila. Conclusion. It's clear that the South China Sea will remain a contested region for years to come, and the Philippines finds itself on the front line of this geopolitical struggle. How this situation evolves will depend not just on military maneuvers, but also on diplomacy and the support of international allies. Remember, this isn't just a regional issue. The South China Sea affects global trade, security, and alliances. The Philippines may be a smaller player compared to China, but with strategic partnerships and a firm resolve, they're showing the world that they're not backing down. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.